Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. It is February the 9th, 2016, the day after the new moon. It's funny because it started snowing a little bit on the new moon, and it snowed on the full moon, so it's very interesting. But the new moon is the time to start to set your intentions. For things that you want to, manifest. And my intention is to faith. Is to have faith. Is to, no matter what's going on, to always have a vision of what I want and desire, and to always just know that everything's gonna work out fine. Confident that everything is gonna come through. And even if it doesn't work out the way that I anticipated to, I still see the beauty of it all, and I still see the lesson in it that will make me a stronger person. And also, another intention for the that I want to give to the universe of the world is forgiveness. To have an open heart, to forgive and have an open heart, so that we can have compassion and love. And I'm definitely under that too of forgiveness, you know, and just understand that everybody has their own story. And you know, me and my husband, I stayed up later than normal with my husband talking, and I actually got up a little early, but I found myself like really just in my thoughts this morning. And I've really been thinking about how I deal with people and deal with situations. Um, it was just kind of like just reflecting on how I do keep myself guarded to a certain degree. And it had to come from somewhere. A lot of times, my husband tells me, you need to speak up more. You need to say things. The things that you say to me, you need to say to other people. And I feel like, what's the point? They've already shown themselves to me. So what's the point? That's how I look at it. And, he gave me the thought of, well, you can't answer, you can't allow them to answer you in their head. You have to speak it out. And, he definitely has a point with that. But I do know what it's like to have, like, genuine good relationships or friendships with people. I know what it feels like. And maybe I'm being unrealistic. Maybe I have like high standards, but I had a high standard when I chose him. And and it's more than just materialistic stuff. You know, I looked at his character and his values when I was looking for a mate. I looked at his characters and his values, and it's the same thing with anyone else. You know, because he was like, well, if that's the case, my husband's like, well, if that's the case, then why are you with me? I was like, because I can genuinely be who I am around you. That's why, without really much judgment. And that's not to say that we don't have our disagreements or whatever like that, but I definitely saw something in him to be able to want a level of commitment. You feel me? And I've had friendships like that where, you know, we may not be exactly the like, but there was something there. There was something about them that was genuine. It was something about them that that they were honest with me of how they felt, and when they did communicate with it to me, it was in love, and it was just being 100% real, and it was with love, and there was no cattiness, there was no nothing like that when it came to them, and it just seems like now, especially now that I'm going through a lot of changes, because at the end of the day, it's about me and how I respond, how I react, and how I handle people and things. But more recently, I'm starting to encounter, just generally, just encounter things or people where I can just say, like, where I'm just honestly just being who I am, and they take it the wrong way, or they respond the wrong way, or they face look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not big on that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just feel like it's just very frustrating sometimes. And for me, I'm always trying to take the high road, and you know, try to be like, well, maybe they didn't mean that by that. Maybe I'm just overreacting, and that's part of the reason why I keep things to myself. Is because I'm like, well, maybe I'm just overreacting, or maybe I'm just overlooking it, or whatever. I says maybe I just need to stop living in my thinking about things in my head. I'm in my head a lot, and that's part of what it is, being in my head a lot. And I'm actually come a long way as far as speaking up, but there's definitely some work to go to know that I do have a voice. I do have a voice. But I don't know, it's just refreshing when you're around people that are not only like-minded. I feel like you can have different types of friends, but not only like-minded where you can share your deeper innermost thoughts and feelings, and they're not gonna look at you crazy, or I appreciate stuff like that. Or you can just be just having a random thought, and and they just fully accepting of it, you know. And it's kind of interesting because I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Myers. I'm sorry, I always get that mixed up, but it's like a personality test, and 16 personality types, and I'm an INFJ, which stands for the introverted, intuition, feeling, judgment. And a lot of times when people like me, we tend to be more quiet or reserved. We like to spend time by ourselves, but we have we naturally have the keen ability to pick up on people's feelings and emotions without even trying to. You know, sometimes we are more in tune with other people's feelings, emotions than we are with ourselves, if that makes any sense, because we're so focused on other people and other people. So sometimes we don't really take the time to focus on ourselves. So it can seem kind of one-sided when it comes to relationships and situations. It feels one-sided, or we take so much in, but we don't vacuum that stuff out of us. So, and I've gone on those forums where people who have the same personality type, they're on there, and there's a certain level of understanding. Is like, wow, I feel the same way. It's like, will we ever find someone that truly understands us for who we are? And it's like, no, that's not realistic. But I guess that's just optimism, that type of being optimistic, that I have. I don't know, maybe because it's my keen ability to understand people and their feelings and emotions, and you realize that not everybody has the ability, but not everybody taps into that, and that can be extremely frustrating. I don't know. Maybe I'm unrealistic on a criteria that I want in friendships, but that criteria I learned when it came to men. I had to kiss a frog. It only took really one frog for me to really be like, okay, this is it. My criteria for a husband has to be decent, and I'm not talking about materialistic stuff. I'm talking about character and values, and how a man treats a woman, type of thing. And not saying that a man has to be perfect, but my criteria was high when it came to my husband, and which is why he came to me. And my criteria for friendship is high too, I guess. But it's like, is it part of me self-sabotaging? Not giving people chances? Am I really not giving people chances, or am giving people chances? I don't know. But I know one thing is that I'm learning more and more about myself. And I kind of rambled in this video. So if you watched this long, thank you so much for watching. I'm appreciative of the support. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will make an effort to have a wonderful, wonderful day. So thank you so much, and you have a great, great day once again. Bye.